Hello, good evening, and welcome to the sports here on Prime with me, Oreko Wampofo. We start off from some more stadium news, and yesterday we did say that the Babara Sports Stadium had been closed down, and the latest today is that Asante Kotoko have chosen their designated location for their games for the rest of the Ghana Premier League season, and that location is Accra. That's the Accra Sports Stadium. Now, the news came in earlier today, and Asante Kotoko, they have announced that the Accra Sports Stadium as their new home for the remainder of the season after the Babaya Sports Stadium was closed down. Now, the stadium in Kumasi has been closed down ahead of Ghana's 63rd Independence Anniversary celebration on March 6th, and the National Sports Authority said the closure is to enable it and the Ministry of Youth and Sports to have ample and uninterrupted time to fix the critical places of the stadium. Now, the renovation would, however, resume immediately after the celebrations. And the Porcupine Warriors announced on their Twitter handle today the management has chosen the Accra Sports Stadium as our home ground for the remainder of the season. Of course, Asante Kotoko would be joining Heart-of-Oak, Inter-Allies, Legon Cities, and Accra Great Olympics at the Accra Sports Stadium alongside some other Division 1 sides. But let's now move to the Ghana Football Association. And Ket Okreku, who's the president of the association, has stated that he loves to work with people who do believe in his leadership. Now, this comes after several allegations that his recruitment process has been based on friendship.
Oh, I hear that all the time.
Is it true?
I don't know what they mean by that. But nobody wins an election and brings his enemies to come and work. I will not win an election and bring my enemies to come and work. I'll bring people I believe have the capacity to help me deliver on my promise. And everybody or anybody that I have brought on board believe in my way. And that's the only way.
From the GFA, let's now move to the NSA, where the Minister of Youth and Sports, Isaac Asiama, has directed the National Sports Authority to desist from forcing sports federations to appoint representatives of the NSA on the various associations as their general secretaries. However, the Director General of the NSA, Professor Peter Chumesi, has warned the associations under the umbrella of the NSA going autonomous, states can have some consequences that could possibly affect them.
No, I think that we are giving the association that freedom to decide who should assist them with their day-to-day operations. But I believe that for the sports, if I had my own, I would never really take that option of saying that government system, because elsewhere, even in the private sector, individual companies, corporations intentionally create even seats on their boards for government representation. It is very good because it's your main sponsor, your main partner, and many of them. I mean, let's be frank with ourselves. Many of the associations, even after the elections, their mother associations demand them to seek letter of approval from government before they recognize the officers. The Paralympic, recently did, they had to come for us to also confirm them. And I think this relationship, we want to continue to really maintain it.
Let's now talk some women's football, where Hazaka's ladies forward Malo Pokua has been invited to the Black Princesses camp ahead of their Under-20 Women's World Cup qualifiers after her impressive performances this season in the Women's League, where she has scored 5 goals in 5 matches. Now, Joy Sports' Susan Owusu-Ansah was in Pram with the team as she caught up with the Hazaka's lady star.
So the 2019-2020 Ghana Women's Premier League has produced some exceptional players. They've scored the hat-tricks, the braces and the hulls. We are here at the Ghana Man Soccer Center of Excellence, where we have all these players gathered preparing for their World Cup qualifiers. Ophelia Sewamponsa has 10 goals out of 5 matches played. Milot Pokua, which is a familiar name, she has 9 goals. So we are here, we want to talk to them about their experience so far in the league, their national team call-up, and how they are preparing for their World Cup qualifiers. Milot Pokua, she's with Hazaka's lady. She has 8 goals out of her 5 matches played. We want to take her impression so far about the league and her national team call-up. She's had several national teams call-ups. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you too.
So far you have 8 goals in the Premier League. What has motivated you?
Well, what I do is I used to do my personal training and then team training as well. And then our team, when it comes to Azakes, the unity there is very high. So I think that is giving us the morale to do the work.
Ophelia leads you by 2 goals. Do you think you can overtake her and win the goal king chat?
Sure, football, anything can happen. So when you are playing the matches and then sometimes the chances can come and then you score some, you miss some. And I don't think it's a big issue because as we are still playing the league, I mean, yes, we can still score the goals, and then I think when I do my best.
Malot explained what has led to her fine form with Hazakes ladies and why her colleagues refer her as Pato.
I have like 2 seniors in Azakes. Whenever I'm playing with them, I feel so blessed because whenever they are with me, I do my best and then I watch them because they started before I did.
Church after that big bout. But that would be wrapping it up for the sports here on Prime with me, Oreko Wampofo. Do have a good weekend.